Hello, AI Sophie here. Everything you're about to hear is 100% real content. I'm helping Sophie deliver this while she is off writing. Now, let's get into it. Here's a scene I want you to picture. It is a Tuesday evening. You've just finished dinner. You're sitting on the couch and you genuinely know that you should get up and move. Go for a walk, do something, anything. You've read about it, you've watched the videos, your doctor has mentioned it more than once. Your body has mentioned it more than once. You know that regular movement is one of the most important things you can do for your health, your mood, your energy, your life. You know this. And yet you don't get up. Instead, you tell yourself you had a long day, that you'll start fresh on Monday, that you'll feel more motivated once things settle down. And later becomes tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes next week. And next week becomes a version of you, still sitting on that same couch, 6 months from now, still knowing, still not doing it. This is not a story about laziness. This is a story about one of the most misunderstood gaps in self-improvement, the gap between knowing and doing. This is video 2 in the Stop Self-Sabotage series, and today we're talking about why knowing what to do is never enough. If you've ever felt fully aware of what you need to change, and still somehow unable to change it, this is for you. And based on the people I talk to, that description fits almost everyone. You are not missing information. You are missing something else. And by the end of this video, you're going to see exactly what that is. We are living in the most information-rich time in human history. You can find a workout plan, a budget template, a step-by-step guide for almost any change in about 30 seconds. The information is available. It is free. It is everywhere. And yet most people are stuck, not because they don't know what to do. They know, but knowing by itself does not create action. If it did, everyone who read about nutrition would eat well. Everyone who studied finance would be stable. Everyone who watched productivity videos would be productive. That's not how it works. And deep down, you already know that too. Here's what I've noticed watching people around me, people I care about. From the outside, the patterns are obvious. You can see exactly what someone needs to do. You can see exactly why they're not doing it. And sometimes you just want to say something. But here's the thing. When you're inside the pattern, it doesn't look like a pattern. It looks like your life, your circumstances, a completely reasonable set of decisions, which is exactly why it's so hard to change. I know this from my own experience. For a long time, I knew I needed to move more, not complicated, just basic health, energy, mood, clarity, long-term results. I had the knowledge. I had the intention. I still wasn't doing it. I told myself I was busy, that I'd get to it, that next week would be different. And here's the key. Those reasons felt real, not excuses, not stories, just my life. That's the first thing to understand about the knowing-doing gap. Your justifications don't feel like justifications. They feel like facts. Here's where most people go wrong. They diagnose themselves. I lack motivation. I need discipline. I'm lazy. And then they go searching for more motivation, more systems, another app, another book. But that diagnosis, it's almost always wrong. This is not a willpower problem. It's a pattern problem. Your brain runs on patterns because patterns are fast, efficient, automatic. Your brain isn't sabotaging you. It's doing its job. The problem? Some of your patterns are no longer serving you, and no amount of new information, no motivational speech, no app is going to change a pattern running below conscious thought. You have to go deeper. Here's the shift that changed everything for me. I stopped looking at myself from the inside and started looking from the outside. I asked a different question. If I were watching someone else in my exact situation, what would I see? And suddenly, everything became clear. The I'm busy excuse, gone. The I'll start Monday plan, not a plan, a delay. That outside perspective, it's one of the most powerful tools you have. Write your pattern down like it's someone else. This person knows they should do X, but keeps doing Y because they tell themselves Z. Then read it slowly. Take it seriously. It will feel uncomfortable. Good. That's information. Now here's the part most people skip. To close the gap, you have to admit it exists, not vaguely, not I could do better. Specifically, I have a pattern and I've been rationalizing it. That's hard because your reasons feel safe, familiar, and familiar feels better than uncertain. But even after that, you're not going to change overnight. That's not failure. That's biology. Real change doesn't come from one insight. It comes from repetition, over and over and over again, until the new pattern becomes default. Not one breakthrough, not one perfect week. Repetition, that's the work. So what do? First, get the outside view. One pattern, write it down. Second, stop calling it a motivation problem. It's a pattern. Third, find the smallest possible interrupt. A 5-minute walk, one conversation, one action, small, works. And fourth, repeat it when you don't feel like it, when it feels pointless, especially when the old voice shows up. That repetition, that is the change. The knowing doing gap is not a character flaw. It's not proof you're broken. It's a pattern, and patterns can change. If you want help identifying your patterns before trying to fix them, the Self-Sabotage Discovery Kit is 100% free. It includes a 50-question assessment designed to show you what you can't see from the inside. That's where this starts. The link is below. Grab it. Go through it, honestly. And I'll see you in the next video.